Okay, it is minor imprisonment, Lachey Blake. It is April 1st, 2020, right? Okay, I just made a video a few minutes ago. It was kind of a long video for like 10 minutes. I don't remember everything that I was talking about in the video, but I do remember that the video actually was an error. I tried to post it on Facebook. I was talking about what happened to me today, and I was talking about in my life, and I was talking about how in November of 2019 I was attacked by direct energy weapons, which actually stemmed from a situation that happened to me when I was 14 years old in 1993. I was attacked. Basically, it was a fight. I was hit. I was hurt. I ended up in the hospital. Every year in November, since these people who gang stalked me, put me on Noramonitin, has been attacking me since 1993. They did it again this year. It stinks in this apartment right now. I don't have garbage in my garbage. I could show you, but it smells like garbage in here. And I was talking about that in my previous video. And I was saying how they attacked me this year too with the direct energy weapons, and they always goes here where the scar is to use the direct energy weapons. And I was saying how, I have get direct energy weapons here in the back of my head and everything. And I was saying how they wanted to steal my soul last year. And I was talking about another thing, how I had tried to do the music thing, but that's not what I really want to do in life. It was something that, everybody was doing. How I used to say things in songs that didn't pertain to me, like, oh, I sold my soul, da-da-da. Because if I sold my soul, how could you become looking for my soul? I wouldn't have one, right? So basically, this is all of the stuff I was talking about in my other video. And not all of the things, but it was just some of the things that I was talking about in that video. And I was talking about how I was led to this apartment by going to a women's shelter, right, here in Brooklyn. And I was targeted from day one. Like I told you, I was attacked. The night I moved there, I was arrested. The next day, I was moved to a new location a year after that. After I moved, I was harassed by the people and the staff. So I was attacked by a stranger, and then I was moved by the staff, and then I was harassed by the staff, starting in 2012. So now here it is. It's 2020. I noticed everything that happened to me, from using my social security number to stealing items in my house. Yesterday, I just had a break-in. They took my crab cakes. I showed the crab cakes on the video that I had got from Stop and Shop, eating in my apartment. I guess they was watching TV. They took my milk out of my freezer. This was all of the stuff that I was showing on the other video before it went. So I'm going to try to do it real quick so that this video could be able to upload on my YouTube channel. Okay, these are the crab cakes that they stole that I got from Stop Shop. I had them this morning because I only had 2 boxes. They pretty good too. This is the freezer with the lock on it. You can see the freezer have a lock on it. That one day I ended up leaving the key in it, and they went inside of it, right? And they took my milk and my crab cakes. and set their funky feet in my apartment and relax while I was in jail yesterday. So this is what I'm going through. They took my shopping cart yesterday. I told y'all in my other video. I didn't notice because I didn't go inside the I didn't go in. I went inside of there at like late that night to get a couple of waters, but I didn't really check until this morning because I went to make some coffee, and I noticed things was missing. I called the police. The police, they came out. People in my neighborhood knows and in this building who is coming in and out this apartment. Did like I told you when I started my channel on my previous channel, I showed you the people who are that live on my floor. So with that said, what I was trying to say was that these people around here know who is gang stalking me. They know who is coming in my apartment. I could go and do a re-video of the video because I don't have that channel no longer. But it's still up there in cyberspace on YouTube. It's Nashay Blake, if I'm not mistaken, and these are my neighbors. Okay, this is the outside of my door. This is my neighbor here. That's my neighbor there. And I have one more neighbor. And I have a neighbor here. So this morning, when the police came, there was a 5 o'clock in the morning. There was commotion going on in the hallway. I believe that the person was gang stalking me and put me on remote norm until the police know, because they act like they didn't want to come in my apartment, like they were afraid to even come in the building. Maybe it was something about rights or something like that, because like I told you, I live in a non-for-profit organization. So if these people donated to the program and they know a little bit about the law, maybe the police they didn't want to really have access to coming up here and helping me. This is just like what happened to me in Las Vegas. I was in another place where I lived at. It was called the Desert Inn Hotel, and I was attacked. And on the broadcast in my head, and I ended up having a knot on my head. And the day when I had got up to go look for a temp job, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. That day, the police was waiting outside the gate of the Desert Inn apartments where I was living at. And from then I realized that these people do know a little bit about the law, because if they own that property and they own something or they are part of it, then you can't come on a person's said property, right? Without their permission. Or like, I'm not going to be their victim anymore. I'm over the bullshit. So, I'm trying to make a recap of the video that I just made a few minutes ago. It's taking a long time. Look at me. Hey, just looking regular. Like myself in this gang stalking unit. Trying to get over the mind imprisonment targeting, because that's what I'm going to call it. Because if you all in my mind all day, you must be trying to imprison my mind, and I got to free myself. So I'm going to say, later peoples, stay strong, stay in with getting these targeters off your back, doing these street performances. Yes, I did react yesterday. I ended up in jail. My life wasn't destroyed. I actually shut them up for a minute because they was going to have a lot of things to brag about. So I'm giving them the question mark, later peoples.